Hello everyone, welcome back to another Block Bro Productions video, and today I will be showing off my Lego world. As you can see, I have the Mountain Cave, and, you know, some markers of where I want future biomes to be. And these are the other sets. I do believe there is exactly a Minecraft stack. Yeah, we might as well just get started. Right here on the bottom table we have the Nether, of course with the brick separator. We have Plains B. We have the swamp in the middle there. We have a jungle. We have a cherry blossom grove, and Pale Garden's probably gonna be in there. We have the savannah, mesa, and desert. Next to the mountains, we have taiga, snowy, and across there we have Plains A. If we go and I'm trying to avoid stepping on anything. If we go back here, we have caves, and then we have the beach slash another desert, if I want to add any more desert here. Underwater, desert scratched out, and mushroom islands. Now, also, I will clarify, I only have 2 underwater sets right now, and of course, there's only 2 mushroom island sets, so there can be room over here for other beach sets, such as the turtle beach house. But, for starters, I kind of want to take it from this corner this way, so we might as well start with the plains. I want to start off this with the first night. The first night was in the first wave of Lego Minecraft sets in 2014, I believe. It comes with a creeper, a pig, and it of course comes with a house. And within that house is a very, very nice little area. It's one of the only sets to feature a wooden pickaxe and wooden sword. There's a bed, there's a crafting table, there's a chest, and there's an old furnace back there, along with a flower pit. Up above, you have these small little plates that can be removed to allow easier access from above. It's not actually supposed to fall apart like that. That's a mistake. I got this as a retired set a few weeks ago. I do believe around November-ish. And I want this to be right on the edge of the swamp and desert area. In fact, I want it to be probably somewhere around here. So that way, in case I want to open it up, I can open it up. I'll probably just be, going from above, though. Much easier. So, that's the first night. The next set I want to use is the bee farm. It comes with a baby sheep, a character in a bee costume with a golden shovel, a chest, a crafting table, 2 beehives, and a villager. I do believe this is just a normal, I actually don't know what villager it would be, but it's up to gold rank. And I want this set to relax right, hold on, let me flip it in the right direction. Right about here. So that way, we have a little bit of breathing room, and it can also build upon the forest in this region. I apologize. Like so. As you can see, tree there, tree there. And that means I want to put something right there, but I kind of need to decipher what I'm going to put there. As you can see, I have a bunch of these sets around. Which one should I do first? I have actually decided to do the Creeper Ambush set. This is a $10 Lego Minecraft set. It comes with a baby pig, baby chicken, Steve with a spyglass and a stone sword, as well as an exploding creeper as an exploding mechanism. And I actually figured out it would be very nice to slide this one in right here. It's a nice fit, fills in that small gap, and it's very nice. And also, kind of adds a small pond behind the pig pen right there. So, I suppose we can move on to another set. And I think I am eyeing one right now. I have the horse stable right here. And it's going to fit in right in that small area there. It comes with a baby black horse, a horse in diamond armor, a skeleton horse, and 2 skeletons. And those don't come with this set. They're just there for extra player skins. So, I'm deciphering where I want to put this. And I think I want to put it right here. It's a good fit there. I think it'll work. And, it's just very nice. So, let's move on to my next plane set. And I think I have one right there. The animal sets are going to be quite tricky, primarily because, you know, they're animal-shaped buildings. That's not the most easy thing to accomplish. But right here we have the baby pig house. It comes with the natural house with quite nice furniture, a baby pig, an adult pig with a saddle, the big bad wolf, a zombie piglin, and a bee. I don't believe this skeleton actually comes with the set. I think I just actually, you know, place it there. But it might. And I think I have a very good place to put this. This will probably be the last plane set in this region. It is a very, very nice fit right there. And it kind of moves into a pond area that the swamp could connect to along with the jungle. So, I suppose we should move over to the plains over there. The bakery is the first set I'm going to place in this region, and it's because it connects to a little bit of a mountain region. It comes with the baker, a snow villager, a creeper, and a goat. This Steve does not actually come with the set, it's just there, because why not? It's a very simple set. I do believe it was like $25 for 154 pieces though, which is, no matter how you slice it, kind of annoying. But I think I want this one to kind of be placed right in the middle of this small region over here. If it's nice, and if we need to move it around, we can. And that plains area is looking really, really nice. So, let's move on to the next plains set in this region. I think I have my eyes on a very, very nice one right now. Here we have the Sword Outpost. The Sword Outpost comes, with the something guardian, don't know the name, another player skin with an enchanted trident, a pig, I believe only one creeper, and a skeleton, as well as an LA. This is the only set that has an LA. It also has this sweet exploding mechanism. Blows up the entire little thing there. It also is one of the first sets to include a disc, and the second set, well, actually technically the first, but it's the only other set to include a jukebox. So, I think I want to keep this a very, very nice area, right about here, just because I have a bit of a plan for a set that can go there. Yeah, and I think I don't have too many other plane sets to go by. So let's move to that set right there. The farm is one of the other sets in my collection that came out back in the ancient times. It was one of the first sets to ever be released, and it came with a cow, a sheep, a skeleton, and there was a Steve. It's just I don't really need that Steve. Comes with a crafting table, a chest, and an actual farm. This is actually, in my opinion, one of the best farm sets ever made. And I think I'm gonna fit it right in this small area here. It's gonna be annoying with that flower stem piece, but you can make it fit. It's very nice right there, and I think I have a place for the other plane set, and I think the final plane set that we'll have in this area. So, without further ado, let's move straight into it. This is the farm cottage. It is the best farm set in my opinion. It has a farm, and it also has a cottage. So, you know, the farm cottage. And I am placing this in the beach desert region, likely because, I mean, it connects pretty closely to the plains region, so let's just move all this over to connect with this seamlessly. Honestly, we might move the bakery a little bit back just so I can decide where that can go later. And yeah, it's a very nice set. It'll be a good transition piece between these three areas, just because it is sort of difficult to get around that. But yeah, I suppose, without further ado, we can move over to the desert region back there, and we can, you know, have a little bit of fun with that one. Here we have the Creeper Mine. This is my third favorite LEGO Minecraft set of all time. For some reason, I love this set. It is very odd that I'm starting off with the largest desert set of all time, I'm pretty sure. But also, as the starting for the desert. But the reason I'm doing that is because it connects an awkward little chunk between the mesa and the desert. And having this small area of desert here will be very good to sort of move into the mesa, which is going to have a little bit of a higher peak here. And honestly, I bet we can do the mesa along with this because there's not a lot of mesa sets. So what we can do is we can probably move that there. And actually, I wish to move it forward, and even this is going to be a little bit awkward, but we can move that piece of paper down. We're going to put it right next to the baby pig house. And the reason I'm doing that is because I can put the swamp here and then the desert right here. And because there's not very many Cherry Grove sets, it's easy to kind of move the jungle in there. And also, I have some plans to go around the back of here. But first, we have to start placing the sets. And I am eyeing a very old set right in that corner over there. So without further ado, let's go. This, my friends, is the dungeon. It is the second, well, yeah, it came out in the second wave, and it is the first ever dungeon set. It comes with a play feature where you can, you know, focus, where you can move the little zombie in there. I don't know if you can see that. You can. And also, you have this little mechanism where you can spawn a zombie. It's much less refined than the prior, than the future sets, but it's still very nice. And this, my friends, is a very good transition set because you see this little corner right here. This corner is incredibly important because it lines up exactly with that. And watch how satisfying this is. Bang. Very, very nice. Now you may be asking me, why the heck could this possibly be important? Because, you know, there's clearly some empty room right here. Now, in order to answer that, we need to go into here. From this perspective, it just looks like a normal cave, but you even have a little bit of a hill right there. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna look right there and say, that looks like part of a mine shaft, which is very similar right there. And 3, 2, 1, pop! We have the Badlands mine shaft. There's also this small area right here, but we will be getting rid of that very soon. This, of course, is a very nice set for this area because, you know, you kind of have this like entrance into or exit into a different area right there with the mine shaft, but you have this very like nice internal cave region right there, and it fits very well. We will be filling in this gap momentarily. I just have to locate the set that's gonna fill in this gap. But the savannah is gonna be very unique just because there's honestly not a lot to go off of with the savannah, just primarily because there's like no savannah sets. But I have a very fun idea for this area in particular. So let us grab the next set. We have filled up the gap here with the Warden encounter. It's a very solid underground set, and it kind of fits in this area quite nicely. You can just kind of see where it would fit in. Just you know, plop it in right there. It's very nice because that little thing connects very well right there. And you can kind of squish all these together. Let's go ahead and do that. It's a little difficult. Hold on. But it does go together quite seamlessly. And I just realized, hold on, let's move the Warden hand a little bit. Hold on, something else is stopping it. One moment. It was the Warden's leg. But you also have this like nice little lava pool right there, and it just kind of fills in that awkward underground section quite well. And I actually think it would be cool if I added a nether portal in the back. The nether portal I'm adding is one from a new 2026 set, the nether portal, or the nether and end portal journey. We're gonna place it right there. It fits quite nicely, and it adds a little bit of depth. In fact, in an ideal world it would be back here, but it can't be. but it kind of like is a nice little thing, but it's very nice. Now I kind of want to fill in this little gap right here, so we will do that in a second. I actually have a set that could work here. This is a rare occurrence where I actually have 2 of the same set. This is the Illager Raid. It is a Desert Village theme set, and this is part of the duplicate. But this, and this were all in the original set. Hold on, we gotta fix some stuff here. What's going on there? That's supposed to be like that to avoid that tree. Honestly, can I move this tree? I think I could. Let's see if this will work. Give me a second. I've made the edit. It looks a lot better now. I just moved the tree to the other side, and honestly, it kind of makes it look more like a forest. But yes, this is a very small desert section. But, of course, we have this little thing here. Now, this is a custom desert well I made. We're gonna place this right next to where the savannah is, because you can see that is a transition model that I could use. It's gonna go right there. Very simple. Fills up empty space, and wow, that is turning out quite nice. So, let's think about the next one I want to use. This is the trading post. Now, this set is very, very simple. It's a trading post, but also you may be noticing there's a bit of a mineshaft entrance. Now, I was teasing something very, very important. I don't know why. That's very risky, holding it like that. I was teasing something very, very cool a second before. You may have noticed there appears to be a little bit of an entrance there. Now, if I lock this in right there, now that completes this Mesa Hill. And we can actually put another little set right here. So, I wonder what that one could be. This, my friends, is the Armadillo Mine. This is a 2025 set, and it is a very rare Savannah set. As you can see, I have a little bit of a friend down there. We also have a little bit of lava, 2 armadillos, a cave spider, and a dog in wolf armor. So, let's find a good old place for this. I think placing this right here is a very solid location. It's actually we could maybe, let's move that dog a little bit this way, and move his tail up, and not drop him. Let's put the dog right here, so that way we can fit. Oh my gosh, I'm dropping everything. I just did something wrong there. We can place him right. Oh, actually no, that fits perfectly. So, that completes a little bit of a Savannah foothill, and it adds a little bit of another tree in the back. But I do have another idea for a little bit of an addition to this area. So yeah, let's get right to it. Here we have the Pillager Outpost. This set is pretty cool. Of course, it's a bit thin and scrawny, but it's a Pillager Outpost, which is awesome. We also have the Savannah Villager House. Very, very cool. I want to place this one just right in this little area right. Ooh, hold on. Hold on a minute here. Would this fit? Oh my gosh, wait, it might perfectly fit. No way. Hold on. I can make this work. I somehow, some way, made it work. It is incredibly satisfying. I mean, just look at that transition right there. And it connects so seamlessly right there. This house might as well just pop in right here. It's a very simple thing. But, hold on, I just have to move a little bit over here. That is really cool looking. I really like the way that hill works into the small Savannah Hill back there. Then we have the beautiful Pillager Outpost. You have the trading post right there, and it's so inconspicuous, other than the dust on it. And you just have this awesome, like, cave area that almost rivals the mountain cave. I think it is amazing looking. But, you know, there's some things I can add to it. Let's move down to the jungle, swamp, and cherry blossom area. I want to start this off with the tallest set that I'm going to use for this specific area. Well, technically, the highest, like, land point. This is the training grounds. It's a very nice set, and the reason I'm putting it here is so that way you can look right here, and you have that gorgeous dojo right in the back. And also, it connects to a nice little, like, cave area down here, and I bet I can add, like, a very small cave set down there. So, give me a second. Here we have a polybag, and this is also another rare thing. I think the final time, second and final time that I have a duplicate of the set. So the other one I put just right there. This one I'm thinking of just putting right here, just because it's in a very nice, very simple area. It's kind of, it's gonna be kind of hard to do that. Maybe move Alex back and move this drip leaf this way. Put it right there. Maybe move the drip leaf this way. Put it right there. More. That'll work. That will work. Let me just put Alex right down there. I don't know what that skeleton's looking down onto. Very nice, very small little, like, area that works. In fact, I actually think I have a good set to fit in that little area right there. No, I think I lied, actually. We're gonna move on. Let's move to which cherry blossom set do I want to do first? I'll surprise you. Here we have the animal sanctuary, and you know, you could argue that this isn't a cherry blossom set, especially because it's a birchwood down there. But what I have to say to that is no, because it looks good, and where else am I gonna put a pink tree? Yeah, that's really all I have to say to that. Yeah, it's simple. It's a nice set, a bunch of baby animals, a bunch of exclusive animals, and it just fits nicely in that area. And it kind of like takes away a bit from the clutter, just because there is a lot going on in this region, even though most of it is literally just terrain, like in this area. But I guess we can move on to our next cherry blossom set. Here we have a very nice little area. It's the wait, is this one just called the Cherry Blossom Grove? Or the garden? Cherry Blossom Garden? No, Cherry Blossom Grove. That's what it is right here. It's a very, very nice little area. Of course, it has a cherry blossom, and it just kind of like fills out that area of cherry blossom. It almost feels like a very cool line of, I don't know, Big Dojo Castle, kind of the ruler of this area. And then, you know, small little farmstead right next to it. And then just a little, like, Zen garden down there. And of course, that is our final Cherry Blossom Grove. I have every single Cherry Blossom Grove theme set. I am hoping they do, like, another one someday. I know they will, but, like, very soon. Because I love the Cherry Blossom Grove. And it would just be nice to fill in this area here. Until then, let us move on to, haven't thought about this set. We're moving into the jungle now. So, without further ado, I might as well just snag that set right now. Here I have the windmill farm. Now, I actually separated this across the region right here. I have the actual windmill, and I have the farm over here. And the reason I'm doing that is just so I can transition the cherry blossom into the jungle better without having that weird windmill right there, covered probably by, I don't know, the parrot houses or something. It's just it's kind of awkward. It's an awkward place for that. And it still could move maybe up to there, but I think it looks fine here. It's a good, it kind of covers up the pig house, which I think is fine. I mean, I wasn't too worried on that. But anyway, I think I want to move to, yeah, let's do the parrot houses. Here we have the parrot houses. Now, I placed it here. away from here, just so I can add a little bit of a smaller set in this specific location, as well as there. The Panda House? Or the Panda Nursery thing? No, Panda Sanctuary, I think. That one is not gonna be incredibly easy to place here. Primarily because I have to place the TNT Jungle House here as well. Actually, I could place that near a beach, actually, just because it looks more beach-like. No, we'll put it near the jungle. But yeah, I'll place the sets. I'll place multiple sets down just to show my vision. I placed the sets that I want to place here right now. So we have a part of the Panda Sanctuary, the other one, the Panda House thing, and then we actually have the Panda Nursery right there. And this is going to transition into a small area right here, and this is going to be the TNT Jungle House, which is going to move into the swamp I plan for when I get it. The Frog House to be right here, the other one to be right there, and then the Pumpkin House I already have, I can place right over there. So, I suppose we might as well get right into it. I have actually since changed my mind on placing the jungle here, primarily because I have a perfect spot over there for the jungle, and I think we can just get along with the swamp. Right here, I think, is just good extra room for maybe, for possibly an entrance to the nether. So, I will, let's do the entrance to the nether first, before we move on to this, the swamp area. I have placed, the abandoned, the ruined nether portal set here, and it's a good little transition set to the nether that's going to be over here. I actually moved this little tree over here just so we can have a little bit of room there, and I think if I'm using this correct, or if I'm thinking of this in a much better way, I think I'm able to move the pumpkin farm up here, and then we'll be done with this area. This empty area will be left out for other sets coming in the future. So, with that said and done, let's move the pumpkin farm right there, and I suppose we can maybe try it right there, maybe even right there. I don't think I like it right there though. So, yes, let's experiment with this, and I will, whoa, what's my camera doing? We'll figure this out, and you guys can talk in the comments to see which one you like. Here we have the pumpkin farm right here. If we move it to the right, here we have it right there. And if we, I don't actually know if it can fit right there. Yeah, I don't think it will. So it's only those two, but I personally think I like this setup the most, right here. It fits pretty well. You have a little bit of room there, just in case I want to add anything else. And yeah, very, very simple. So yeah, I think we can move up there to the snowy and taiga region, because I think right here is very solid. Let's take a gander right here, see if it looks good. Oh, that looks solid. Okay. What set do I want to start off with? I have actually taken the Pale Garden set. This is a new 2026 set. I've placed it right here, trying to align it up right there, a little bit more. There we go. It's just a good little transition set, and also Pale Gardens tend to spawn kind of on these higher regions, which is very nice in this case. Now for the set that I want right next to it, let's think about this. Ooh, I actually have quite a nice one. Here we have the Fox Lodge. It's a solid set, and I think it's a pretty good transition set in this case. It's, you know, a lodge, so I would hope there would be an interior. You have a fox skin, a cold fox, a baby fox, and a normal fox. So that's kind of looking nice. I know what set I want right there, kind of in that small area. So I think I want to do a little bit of a different thing here with that set. I think I actually want to move the bakery down a little bit. Perhaps even right there. Ooh, that's... okay, that's actually pretty nice. I think we're going to keep it there. Yeah, I think I want to put... because I think I want the ice castle right there or whatever. And then I want another set back there. So I'm going to do the first set in the taiga right there. And we'll move over to the ice castle and see how it looks. That is the Crafting Box 3.0. Now, I'm going to be honest. Not the best set in LEGO Minecraft. Definitely not my best purchase. But it's okay. Because it's a solid little fortress. And it kind of fills in that weird gap right there. And I can add a little bit more to the back over there. If I want to. And I think I do. Also, you can see I moved the Fox Lodge a little bit up. Including the Pale Garden. So, I think I'll just add the set that I want back there real quick. This is the Zombie Cave. And this is the Abandoned Mine. Now, the reason I'm putting these two together is because this back is very important with this, because what you can do is you can go ahead and flip this over and place this right there, and as you can see, it connects to kind of make a bit of a ravine, and the lava just flows really seamlessly through there. And I think I want to put this right back there, but I could also put it right there. So I'm gonna wait on these two. And we're actually gonna add the set that I was gonna put back there in, like, right about now. Here we have the Frozen Peaks. Now, the Frozen Peaks is a very good little transition here, because it kind of adds a bit of a smaller mountain there before it moves up into the larger mountain. I'm gonna be honest, there's not much else to say about this, I think. I mean, it's a good little transition, but we kind of need to... we can kind of move on. There is going to be a set right there, though, so I'll quickly grab that, and we'll be on our way. I do believe this is actually called the Taiga Adventure, or something like this, or something like that, and it's different from Steve's Taiga Adventure because it doesn't have a tree. And it's just gonna go right about there. And it's a pretty solid fit there. There's that small gap there, but that doesn't matter. And it just kind of fills out the area right there. But I do believe we only have one more taiga set. No, two more taiga sets that we need to add. So let's go and add those right now. Here we have the Chicken Farm. The Chicken Farm is a newer set. Actually is a new set, and it is from the 2026 Winter Wave, and I mean, it's pretty much a remake of the Chicken Coop. I'm putting it here just because it's a good little fit here. It's in between the plains and taiga, and the reason it's a taiga is because that fox down there and the cold chicken. With that being said, we can add the final taiga set. No, actually, second to final taiga set right down there. Here we have the Abandoned Village. So right here, and it goes down there, and then goes down in there. Now, you may have noticed it's also the Advent Calendar spot. I just put it here because it's a simple place. And now, I believe we can move on to our final taiga setting. Here we have the wonderful Wolf Stronghold. Now, the Wolf Stronghold is a very simple set, but it kind of fills in that small gap right there. We're also gonna have to place a set right there, but that will be coming in the near future. For now, I think we're almost done in this region in particular. So, yeah, Wolf Stronghold. I'm gonna open that door fully. There we go. Very simple. Kind of hugs the Abandoned Village nicely. It's a nice taiga village too, and yeah, that implies that we technically would have 3 villages in this world. So yeah, let's go and let's move on to the smaller set first. Here we have Steve's Taiga Adventure. Now, I know I said it's the last taiga set. Technically, I count this as the Snowy Taiga, so it'd be part of the Snowy section, but I mean, we can move past it. It also is just another nice little tree right next to that one. And really, it just opens up this spot and then that spot back there for the final sets we need. I think, yeah. So we'll be done once we're done with that, and then we can move on to the caves, and then we can finally move on to the corner region over here, and then we can finally hit the nether. So let's move and add the set right here. And, you know, not to surprise you by any means, but it's gonna be the pickaxe mine. Yep, the pickaxe mine goes right there, and the reason is because it looks cool. Having that little, like, arch right there leading to the mountain cave, and then you have the little angry wolf right in the back, is a very nice little, like, touch of detail. I'm mostly making this up as I go, I'm gonna be completely honest, but you can kind of see how it, like, slowly slopes up, and then it's gonna quickly slope down. But for starters, we should probably put the final snowy set up there in order to finally move on to the caves, and the caves are gonna be a much more difficult thing to do. So I'm gonna quickly do this, and then we can finally move on. Here we have the ice castle. Now you may have noticed this is hidden behind the sword outpost, and that is mostly deliberate because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the build itself. In my original version of the world, it was actually on that corner over there where the first night is. But I'm kind of going off of, like, actual Minecraft world generation with, like, how it moves up. So, you know how, like, how would I say this? I guess, like, Taiga, Meadow, Cherry Blossom, Rose, and Pale Gardens, Dark Oak Forest as well, are relatively bundled together. That's kind of what I'm going for over here. And then you also have that little basin with the swamp, which just is nice because, yeah. And then, of course, you just have the caves, another little set of caves back there. So, I mean, we're mostly done here. Actually, we are done here, to be honest. Yeah, we're done. So, let's finally move out back to the caves, and I might move the mountain cave a little bit to the left so I have more room for caves. So, I'll be right with you. I know it's not entirely noticeable, but I did move it back some, so that way the Taiga Adventure and the Icy Peak, wait, the Snowy Peak, the other mountain set is closer to the edge there, and it also just is nice, or more nice, because you can kind of see a better slope going up, and also there's quite a substantial amount of room that is added back there, which is honestly a little bit surprising. So I think I want to start off with the largest set I'm going to use. No, actually, I think I'm going to start off with the largest set in the caves, and then I'm going to move back. So yeah, let's go and do this. Here we have the Deep Dark Battle. The Deep Dark Battle is a very simple set, and it kind of like is a nice little piece of land here, primarily because the mountain cave is right there. And if you didn't know, deep darks and ancient cities spawn underneath mountains. So it's just nice having the deep dark right next to the mountain. I could technically move it back, but I don't really want to do that because I want this set to be seen from afar. So if we move right, you can see all the Lego sets were right here. You can kind of see that in the back. It's a nice little, like, warden, and then you stand up, boom, right there. Zoom in with your eyes, because you can do that in real life. And you're like, whoa, that's cool. But yeah, let's move on to, let's do those two sets. I've placed these two sets right back here in order to add a little bit of backdrop to this. So, you know, gonna have a nice little hill there. Honestly, flipping these around might actually be better. We're gonna do this real quick. Real quick. You can kind of see how I plan these out. Just have to straighten this out so we can get that done. Get this close. As close as I can get it, at least. And boom. Yeah, now it looks better. Yeah. Yeah, I do definitely like that. So now we can actually add the next set right there, which I want to be the original cave set. And then I suppose we can move on to trying to get a grasp of what else I have for the underground. I'm gonna do the final two. Yeah, final two underground sets. Here we have the last three sets. Here we right here's the armory. Right here's part of the Nether and End portal journey. I forgot that I had that, so I just added it. And then here we have the original cave. It's a very nice little set right there. And that concludes our underground section. So now let's move on to the beach, desert, jungle, underwater, mushroom island area, which is this entire table here. That actually might be a lie. I'm gonna have a lot more room on this table than I think I am. So let's grab these pieces of paper, put them in the stack over there, and then we'll be well on our way. I actually lied. We have two other underground sets that I need to add. So I'm gonna do that real quick. We have right here, we have the zombie dungeon. Now the reason I'm adding this here is for a very particular reason, because we need to have a set down there. And this set is gonna be really fun. So, yeah. Here we have the zombie dungeon. 3 zombies, a slime, 2 play features, and a mace. It's a pretty solid build. And it kind of like is cool because you have that desert over there, this desert here, this plains here, and that plains here. And then you have that swamp, a jungle, technically underwater too. And yeah, very nice little image right there. So yeah, let's move on to the next set. Here we have the trial chambers. Now this, of course, just move this, is a very cool set because of course it is another underground set. I just almost took off that entire thing and broke the entire set. It's very simple, very, very fun. You have a few play features. They're all very unique. And, you know, we're just gonna plop this right here. It's a good little set to fit right there. And sadly, it's a little inconspicuous because of how short it is, but you can still sort of see parts of it. It's very nice. So, let's move into... Actually, do want to just quickly add a little addition here. Let's quickly add this nether portal to this little area. Just so we can have another little nether entrance. Put him right there. Very, very simple. Yeah, very inconspicuous. Doesn't really add too much, but it's very nice. So, I suppose, without further ado, let's move on to the jungle. I also just quickly finish up the desert, just because, you know, very, very quick little additions that I could have added, and I did. So, of course, I have a little bit of a jungle edition right here. As you can see, I also moved this set, and we have a little itsy bitsy TNT jungle house right here. So, you know, that adds quite a bit. I also just remembered that I forgot to add the little mini pirate ship right here. I should actually move this into like the middle of the sea so it's like a voyage, because that's what it is, the pirate ship voyage or whatever. Very, very cool. I think I want to add the panda, something panda over here. So, let's just grab that. Here we have the panda sanctuary, I think. I moved the actual panda house back there just because, you know, it's kind of an awkward build. But right here is the actual panda, like, little area down here. Panda sanctuary. I think that's what it is. It's either panda nursery or panda sanctuary. I'm pretty sure it's the sanctuary because I think the other one that I have is the nursery. Because it's kind of bleh, you know? But, I mean, yeah, that should be the third to final jungle build. So, without further ado, let's add it right here. Here we are with, I think, the panda nursery. It's a very simple set, and it kind of adds a little bit to the jungle. You have this little empty area right there, just in case there's ever another small jungle set, which I think would be very cool. Yeah. To be honest, there's not really a lot else to go off for the jungle, so I'm gonna quickly add the 2 other sets that are going to be added or here in the jungle. So let's just add them. Here we have the sky tower. We have the actual tower, the farm, and then the house. And the house is kind of worrying me because it's kind of on this edge, but it's okay. It's okay. Oh, that's not supposed to move. Yeah, it's for the relatively fairly stable around here. It's just a little nerve-wracking moving some of these things around just to make sure it all fits in a coherent way. But might have teased it a little bit. Here we have the parrot houses, and the parrot houses are very nice because they're going to be right on this shoreline, and I do have 2 sets that will be fairly nice for the shore. We're going to act like this entire area is underwater. So yeah, let's quickly add the set that's going to go on the shore, and then we can move on to the underwater. You know what? No, I think I'll just do the final sets all together. So yeah, without further ado, let's go. And here we are with the final sets. We have the Turtle Beach House, the Guardian Battle, and the Coral Reef, along with the Mushroom House. And this completes that area of the map. And we finally have all the sets up here. We actually have the end down there. I'm not going to go over that. The end is just going to kind of be placed right here, just because I don't really have another place for it. So yeah, that allows us to move on to these final sets, which are all the beautiful nether sets. So, let's go. Here we have the Warped Forest. Now this is the final duplicate of a set. This is a set I have 2 of, and it's a very simple set. As you can see, it kind of connects to the nether portal up there. Actually, I think I have a better idea for this. I don't necessarily like the ruined portal being up there. I think it would be much more cool, sorry for the little scrape, if it was over here. Sure, there's a little bit of no. If we're gonna do that, we have to put it on the edge over here. So we're gonna put the nether portal right there. And then we can move this ghast real quick. Whoa, what the heck? And we can move the Warped Forests over to here. And it makes a very nice little area. I'm gonna move this skeleton right here. Also, a lot of dust. These are older sets. I need to get a little bit of a duster. That'd be very, very beneficial in the future. And now place the ghast right there. If only it would place. There we go. Yeah, very simple. I kind of like how it builds up to a hill, but we have a bit of a crimson forest there. That is teasing something big. So, let's grab a custom set that I made, or a custom little landmass that I made. Here we have the little custom set. Nothing too big. It just has some old hoglins and some piglins. That's why most of these areas are a little bit empty. Oh, I just located the blaze that fell. I dropped the blaze. I dropped him. He's gonna go right there. I really need to get the retired nether fortress set so I can like place it right up here. Be the main like front thing of the entire area. But with that being said, let us move on to the next set. Now the next set I'm actually gonna do is gonna be the Wither Battle, a new set this wave. Here it is. It kind of covers up a little bit of that, but I think that's fine. It's an honorable sacrifice. I have a better idea. Move the brick separator and move you over to here. Now there's a little bit of an overhang. There we go. Oh, wow, you just got a close-up of that face. I'm sorry. Let's put it there. That is way, way nicer than what was previously established. Yeah, that's the nether's coming out really, really well, and we have that entire other side for possibly an entirely different section of the overworld. I could like build a giant stone wall right there. Yeah, wow, that's kind of cluttered over there. Maybe I'll move some of those over to there. This is coming out well. So the next one I want to use, we'll quickly just place this little piece of the Nether and End Portal Journey set over here. Let's scooch these closer, and we'll just put him right there. Kind of fills in that space. And ooh, I actually like that. We're gonna put him right here. Actually, fills up that space, and it's just a good addition. So yeah, I think I have an idea for the next set I want to use. Right here, we have the Nether Portal Ambush. Now this set is a very annoying feature where you can blast out that Nether portal. It is connected by nothing other than ignore what had just happened. Where you can you can break that. I put it back. Yeah, other than that, it's a really good transition model to a Crimson Forest, and the reason we're doing that is because we have one other set that we need to do. So, or actually two. So yeah, these are going to be the final two sets. We're going to start off with the smaller one, and then we'll do the larger one. Here we have what is this set called? The Nether Portal Fight, or the Nether Fight, the Nether Ambush, Nether Battle. Maybe it's one of those. It's a $10 set of 2025. This was last year's, and it is very cool because it features a part of a Nether fortress. It's pretty simple. I think I actually we'll keep it right there because our next set, a little teaser, is gonna chill out. Maybe we need to preview a little bit. It's going to. This is backwards. It's supposed to be right here. That was a little messy. Kind of embarrassing too. Yeah, I'm gonna chill out right there. So, without further ado, let's grab the next set. This is the Enderman Tower. Very, very tall and very, very cool because it is the final set. As you can see, there is nothing on this other than a blue Technic piece and a 2x4 tan piece, as well as a 1x1 rounded brick. But yes, this is the world. The world has finally been complete. And believe it or not, this world actually has more room than the previous one I did. The reason I did reorganize it was because the previous one was incredibly dense, and I could not fit any more sets. So I'm glad I have an open area over there and an open area right up here. There, it doesn't really matter, I don't think. I'll just not buy any snow sets. But, alas, we have finally done it. Now I'm going to show a few of my favorite views. The Nether is one of my favorite views. This right here is really cool. This right here is also pretty cool. I think, yeah, right there. Oh, please focus on the background. Yep, pretty awesome. And then our next one is through this cave. You get a unique view. And then my number one favorite view, I've shown it many times, is this. So, I suppose that's it then. At least for now. I'll do updates to this as I get more sets, and every so often, I will actually reorganize the entire world. I do plan to get another table eventually and place it right there. So, I suppose, for now, that is it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Goodbye.